but a smart decision there, and that's something we've seen, Mitchell Towns maturing over the season and making more smart decisions like that. He's going to be in the shotgun this play. Going to hand it off Brian Agee up the middle. Brian Agee across the 30, makes a man miss, and to the 30, to the 26 he goes, and that's good enough for a first down. The Chains are going to move down, knocking on the door of the red zone, the Vestavia offenses.
Yeah, that was a really good play. Good shifty back to number 5, and it's all complemented by number 46, Tucker Smith, who's a straight downhill runner.
Inside a minute and 30 seconds. And timeout taken. I don't know who took it, but a timeout was called, and Shades Valley called that timeout.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
As it gets colder and it's game number 10 in the season,
right?
Body aches, so it's a good thing that we can get the ball running here.
And obviously for these seniors, they're going to leave it all out there last game of the season. But for some of the younger guys, they may be looking ahead at next season. Hey, this one wasn't the great, but maybe next season. So something also to take note of, see where the motivation for these guys are. So we come out of the timeout now, 4 wide set, 1st and 10. Towns looking to pass. He's got Cole Turner, a little screen pass there. Cole's going to pick up about 3. Towns looking downfield. They're looking maybe to try to take a shot there with Keon, but it wasn't there, so he checks down to Cole, was able to pick up 3. Smart decision there by Mitchell Towns.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. The look wasn't there that he liked. He went down to a second read, which shows, that once again, the maturity of Mitchell Towns.
So, again, a 4 wide set, this time handoff up the middle. Tucker Smith fights forward to the 21-yard line. And 53 seconds remaining. Timeout taken by Vestavia. Just trying to stop that clock, keep as much time on as possible, trying to put it in the end zone, get some points on the board.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Or do you take a shot to the end zone possibly, or try to pick up the 5?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. You're, almost at the 20-yard line. You just need to stay within field goal range. Don't try to do too much. But if it is, 3rd down, we just need to get the first down right here if possible. We cannot take a sack here. Mitchell Towns cannot take a sack.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Coach Calhoun, probably his last words to Mitchell Towns, hey, if it's not there, it's okay. Just throw it away, Don't take the sack. That's all you. That's the goal here. Just don't take the sack.
You got to burn another timeout, and you lose field position. And it's just not a good combination.
So 4 wide is the set. Cooper Mollison to the right of Towns. So Towns now pressure. He's going to have to step up to his right and gets forward. He's going to lose a couple there. Lose about 2 or 3, but able to get forward and make it a loss of less than it would have been. Towns is stepping up in the pocket. The play just wasn't quite there. He never quite had the time to throw the football. And it looks like Vestavia is going to wind it down to just a couple seconds left and take a timeout to attempt the field goal. Not lining up in a play. Coach Calhoun's just standing right next to that official. We're inside 30 seconds now. He's going to run it down as far as he can before taking the timeout.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. The play didn't go how they wanted to, so they just need to wind the clock down and leave that much time for the Mounties to take advantage of it.
So timeout, 8 seconds remain on the game clock. So how you go over, Jack Brewer's going to come on to attempt the extra point.
This will not be an easy field goal.
No, it's not. You know, the wind's blowing. I can't quite tell what direction it is. You know, we're kind of.
It's blowing.
I believe it's blowing against them,
Yeah,
which is
it's
it's
not
not good.
ideal.
But, you know, it'll be what? He's on the 23s. He had about 15, 17 yards. It'll be close to a 40-yarder.
That's close to a 40-yard field goal.
That's a pretty long field goal.
He's really going to have to boot it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get in. That's gonna be tough with a cold foot. I mean,
and the wind blowing in your face.
That's gonna sting a little bit when he kicks this one. So we'll have to see what Jack Brewer can do coming out of this timeout.
This will be a big win here if they can get this field goal, because then they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, if they can get the field goal here and then, you know, start the half with the football and get something there too. I mean, you're talking about a time, you know, you build on this lead. You know, Shades Valley still at 0 points, so make it here. You lead by 6, and then so hopefully you can get something out of the half. Fort Edmonds, the snap, Mitchell Towns, the hold. The kick is up and, oh, short. Barely made it into the end zone. Incomplete. No good. The field goal is. So Shades Valley's going to take over. They got 3 seconds if they want to take a heave at the end zone, you know, take a try. I'd have to imagine they're just going to run the football and run the clock out.
Yeah, I've had to probably what's going to happen here.
That
wind just killed
that
it.
ball caught the
Caught the wind.
Caught the wind, and the wind is howling. I can confirm it. We're outside here, and I can confirm the wind is blowing. We can feel it.
Yes, and it's cold.
Very cold.
It is a cold.
Vestavia running just the super prevent here. Just everybody's dropped back. They're rushing 3, and Shades Valley's going to hand it off right side. And they'll pick up a couple, but that'll go to the end of the half. So we're halfway through here in Irondale at Shades Valley. Vestavia leads it 3-0. It's cold here. We've seen defense all night. We'll have to see what we can get in the second half. Stay with us.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vestavia Hills High School Rebel Marching Band. Color guard sponsor is Mrs. Erin Bierman. Majorette sponsor is Miss Andrea Burris. Rockette sponsor is Mrs. Angie Richardson.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry. Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Frank Nix Stadium here in Irondale Shades Valley High School. We're Vestavia leading a 3-0 defensive showdown so far. A cold night and an update. It has started to rain here during halftime. It's starting to come down a pretty good bit now, so the weather conditions worsen. And, again, we saw Vestavia run the football an awful lot in the first half, and Shades Valley as well. I'd have to imagine we're going to see them run it even more in this second half. With this rain falling down now, it's only getting colder, wind still howling. It's tough conditions to play a football game in.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, it's one thing if it's warm and rainy, but cold and rainy, it's just one of those miserable conditions. Normally when the weather worsens, so does the offense. So, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get it going, get the ball back, start the second half.
Yeah, just running through some first half stats. Vestavia, 159 total yards of offense, 56 of them through the air, 103 on the ground. Only 3 points put up on the board. Of course, they missed that field goal towards the end of the half. Shades Valley, they've had 75 total yards, 64 of them coming on the rush as we're away now, going quicker than I thought. And that'll be a touchback on the second half kickoff, opening kickoff. And Vestavia, they'll take over at the 20-yard line, and Tucker Smith having himself a good first half. 11 rushes, 56 yards. He's been the leading rusher for Vestavia. Also, Brian Agee for 30, Mitchell Towns for 6. Pierce Hanna's got a couple carries as well. So kind of a 3, even maybe at times 4-prong rushing attack for Vestavia coming at Shades Valley tonight. And Towns going to set up in the shotgun here on 1st and 10.
Let's see what we can get going here.
Oh, fumbles or tips up the snap, but able to field it. He's going to lose 8 yards there. A bit of a high snap. It kind of hit him in the face mask, jumped straight up. He was able to catch it, tried to get something going there, but was immediately met by Shades Valley. So very fortunate to maintain possession there, but a loss of 8, and all of a sudden you're in 2nd and 18, second and long, backed up against your goal line. A tough position for Vestavia early in the second half.
Yeah, that was like a hot snap, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get it going here. 2nd and 18 is not ideal.
Towns going to hand it off. Smith up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 2 there on the carry. So get a little bit of it back, but not as much as he needed.
No, not near enough. But let's just try not to turn the ball over here. Our defense is held up pretty good, so just don't need to make any mistakes deep in our own territory.
Yeah, Vestavia's defense has been the bend, don't break. You know, Shades Valley's been down there. They've knocked on the door several times, but Vestavia's defense able to come up big. And the special teams, too, blocking a field goal early. So, again, going to hand it off Tucker Smith. He fights forward to the 19-yard line. He'll bring up 4th and long. And
that was a good play with number 55, Camden Myers, coming off the edge there, tracking down Tucker Smith. You got to give credit where credit is due. He came out hot off the edge to make that tackle.
Shades Valley is going to have a guy at the 50-yard line looking to field this punt. Mitchell Towns is going to boot it away. His feet are on the 5-yard line right now, so pinned up deep, but not quite in his end zone. So trying to get a better punt than his last one. His last one only going about 12 yards, and a low snap. It's a one-hopper to Mitchell Towns, and Tyler, I know that's making your heart ache.
Yes, it is. No, with the conditions the way they are, used to in practice, we always used to have Wet Ball Wednesday. We'd have a ball soaked in a hose and have to practice with that. But these are not ideal conditions here. But, yes, my heart did kind of skip a little bit on that low snap.
Now the punt was down at the 41, so that's where Shades Valley's offense will take over.
Good play to scoop that up by Mitchell Towns, though.
It was. He fielded it pretty cleanly, being that it was one hop, and able to get a decent boot on it.
Nice hop on that one.
Here we go. Got Moore in the shotgun. He's going to pitch it out right side. It's Pearson across the 40. Pearson to the 35, and he'll be held up there.